Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the CodCast.
Oh yeah.
I'll introduce myself. My name's Charlie, and I am a second-year theatre and performance student at University of Warwick. Oh, and I'm also the social sec of CodPiece.
Lovely.
I am Daisy. I'm the secretary of CodPiece, and I too am going into the second year of Theatre and Performance Studies at Warwick University.
I'm Maddie. I am also a theatre and performance student going into second year, and I'm the president of CodPiece. We're starting the CodCast this year because we thought it'd be quite a good thing to talk about what's going on in Warwick Theatre, to talk about what different societies are doing, as well as CodPiece. But also to kind of have a chit chat, because we are also all kind of a big friendship group at CodPiece. So we thought it would be a good way to kind of catch up with each other, talk about plays that we like, and overall have a bit of fun. So we thought this week we could kind of talk about Freshers Week and what our experiences were like, not just in the theatre world, but also kind of some. Are we going to debunk some myths? I don't know. It's not that serious, is it? Debunking.
How to survive Freshers Week as a Theatre and Performance Studies student, or theatre in English if you're wet.
That is a joke. That is a joke.
That was a joke.
Is it?
No, it is. We love English and theatre
We
students.
do love
we
you.
do.
English
Four of them
theatre.
listening. But do we want to talk about kind of what we've been up to over the summer before we get into freshers stuff?
Sure. Get to know us.
Shall I go first?
Go on.
So in terms of theatre over the summer, I was lucky to be a part of a show that we formed in Warwick, and then we applied for a bunch of funding, and then we ended up being able to go to the Edinburgh Fringe, which was my first time ever going. It was very fun, and we did a load of shows for a play called Trashed, which is by Hearts and Sparks. Little plug there. Link in bio, guys.
You should mention also Hearts and Sparks was started by students at Warwick University.
Who were in CodPiece Society.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were. That is true as well. Yeah, they are friends of CodPiece.
Trashed and going to Edinburgh Fringe is like a great example of the opportunities you can get from being involved in like the theatre world at Warwick, because it was an extracurricular. It wasn't actually it's not in our course to go to Edinburgh Fringe, but like it's not
That'd be
fast. But you auditioned and went through a whole process, and then luckily got funding to be able to go to Fringe, which is crazy. But like quite a few other Warwick shows went, so it's probably quite nice.
Yeah, there was like 4 or 5 Warwick shows that went, which is kind of cool. Like I just kind of
You
randomly. Yeah, we all kind of went to see each other's shows. It kind of became a thing of like help out your mates, because Fringe sounds really glamorous, but it was actually very hard to get people in the door. Also, we had to do flyering, which was like slightly soul crushing, but like it was good. But like there were times where like you do a show at 10 a.m. and then you have like 2 hours off, and then you're flyering for like 3 hours on the Mile, which was a really busy street in like the centre of Edinburgh, and like I just like felt like a ghost. I felt like I just wasn't perceived, because I'd be like, I want to see a show about female friendship, and they would just kind of literally
Don't talk to
like
me.
there were times where like there was a group of friends and they would just walk through me, and they would just take me like I would just be like 4 people just walking through me. It was good though. It was a really good time. We got a little director among us though.
Yeah, my summer's been very exciting. Put on a play, which is great. I say I did direct, but I call it a collaboration because it's odd. I directed a play called 1972, The Future of Sex. So it's actually it's a play about the 70s and sex and young people discovering themselves, and it was great fun, and it's taken up the whole of my summer, and I've not been able to do anything else. And I work in a sweet shop.
How long were you rehearsing?
Oh yeah.
Since July.
And how did you find the play? Because last time I spoke to you, I thought you were going to do Buckets by
We were very close to doing buckets, but because we did Love and Information last year, but that was with very similar people, and it's a very similar play where it's kind of just like an amalgamation of lines and there's no storyline or characters or anything, and we were like, this is good, but I just spent about 3 days straight looking for a play on Drama Online, which everyone at university has access to.
Yeah.
So use it if you want to find a
Another
play.
plug. Another plug.
But yeah, it was loads of fun, and if it was to happen again, which we want to do it, we've got a theatre company now, the Unstable Ensemble. Come to Hastings, H-Town, big H-Town, 1056, where their battle took place. Yeah, so that's been my summer, which has been great. What about you, Maddie?
Oh, little old me, what have I done? I had a very good summer. Actually, not that much theatre-y things were going on, I'll be honest. I read a play, read a few plays on Drama Online, and on the Warwick Library. You also have access to that. Use it.
Just quickly throw in your favourite right now.
My favourite play, I just read Let the Right One In.
Oh, you quoted this.
Which is pretty good. It's about vampires. It's really good fun, lots of blood, pretty gothic. I quite like it. So that was really interesting. But then my most recent thing, and why I sound like this, is it was my 21st birthday.
Oh.
I had a musical theatre themed birthday, so everyone came dressed up as musical theatre characters. So I was Miss Lovett from Sweeney Todd's. I had loads of blood poured over me and some flour and what have you. There was a few Oompa Loompas. I think Charlie's going to go get his little costume.
I was Elder Price from the Book of Mormon.
And do you like the Book of Mormon, Charlie?
Really good.
Do you like? Can you tell us something about it? He's never seen it.
Right.
I've seen it. It's excellent. You should watch it.
I've seen clips of it on TikTok with Candy Crush underneath it.
Oh, have you seen that? Hello. That's the only thing.
Yes, we are hosting Rainbow Fishes, which is.
We are. Plug.
For the first Loud and Proud, which is the gay night on campus in the Copper Rooms. Copies are hosting a social for that.
Why go with your flatmates when you could go with your new friends?
Us.
Yeah.
It's me.
And it's basically, that's actually a good segue, because we've got loads of fun freshers events going on. We've got, and they're all optional drinking ones. You could be sober the whole time if you want to. We'll have members of the exec who will be our sober exec. We're just as fun without alcohol. We probably will still be drinking.
I will be drinking.
We're fish, and fish need liquid.
So we got Rainbow Fishes, which is on. I think it is Tuesday, and then we've got like a meet the exec thing, and then on Thursday we're hosting a codpiece table for the quiz, the pub quiz that happens at the Dirty Duck.
Yes.
And codpiece people have been saying about us that we're going global. I don't know if that's true, but I think it might be, and I think winning the quiz would help that. So come along.
We've got a strong quiz team. I'll be honest. A codpiece affiliated quiz team has come forth. I'm claiming them as our team. They're in the society. They're our team now.
Yeah, and they will be there on Thursday.
And they will be there on Thursday. They know who they are. They're listening to this. But yeah, we've got the pub quiz. We've got Rainbow Fish social before Loud and Proud. We've got a meet the exec, which will be us just chit chatting, rambling, showing you some pictures of.
You get to be in this conversation.
You get to actually interact.
Aren't you lucky?
Oh,
it's us.
And then what's our last thing? A freshers workshop, of course, with Crazy Rosemary.
Yeah.
Rosemary, who we love dearly, who is insane, and she is one of the funniest people you'll ever meet. So come to our workshop.
Play of the pod.
Play the pod.
Oh.
Do you have one? I don't have one.
Can this be just any thing?
Any play that we like.
Okay, at the Fringe I watched a play called Dark Side by Tom Stoppard, he wrote Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, which you might have heard of. And Dark Side it started out as like a radio play, and it's to the soundtrack of Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. And I watched a performance of it by a theatre company I can't remember the name of at Fringe, and it was so good. Like every single,
Cool.
it was about like moral philosophy. It was like, I mean, like physical theatre. It was like mind blowing. But the script itself was amazing. I recommend anyone who's interested in philosophy or Pink Floyd should watch it. So that's Play of the Week. What was it? Play of the Pod. That's Play of the Pod.
Play the pod. Actually get it right. And now we can move on to top tips for theatre freshers.
I have realised we're on Zoom. We're on Teams, not Zoom, and we won't usually be on that. You should probably clarify that.
Oh yeah, and the audio quality will hopefully be much better. We'll have a real studio next time, guys.
That's okay.
The chemistry will be 10 times better than it already is.
What?
Or
And get this, we might have some special guests.
we will.
Yeah.
Special guests from all different societies.
A certain president I've heard is interested.
So
there's more to come.
Yeah. Freshers tips. I've written down on my little notebook. Basically, I wrote down kind of 3 things, but then there's a lot of arrows and a lot of other bullet points. So maybe not 3 things. But I said there's no right or wrong. That's kind of something I wish I was told going into Freshers Week, because it felt as though you were meant to know what was going on. Or I booked on 36 events for Freshers Week. Ridiculous, stupid, like literally in what world was I gonna go do that? I had back to back. I was like, oh, let's do clay painting, let's do a badminton taster, let's do Doctor Who quiz, you don't burn yourself out.
It's like you're on a cruise.
It was an all-inclusive. I wanted it all. I needed it. And whilst it's good to try something new, I think it's also good to kind of learn your limits, as well as go with the flow of Freshers Week. You can't, I actually don't think you can particularly plan what's going to happen, because I remember actually Daisy, did you go to the Freshers Workshop as well?
I did. Yeah, Charlie was there too. I remember.
It was my birthday.
And it was. And I remember I had an event booked after, so we all went to this Freshers Workshop. I had an event booked after the workshop, because of course I did. I had a 15-minute turnaround. I remember it well. And I remember then everyone saying, oh no, we're going to go get a drink now. Do you want to come? And I was like, I've got to go to the event. Yeah, I can't go. I've got to go to Craft Society. I've got to go. And it was like, actually.
Did you actually go to that?
Huh? Yeah, I went.
You didn't
I
go
went
for a drink?
I went for the drinks.
Because
I kind of realised, actually, I'm really getting along with these people. I'm just going to go with the flow and keep talking to all of them. And I think it's just, don't have any expectations for yourself and what Freshers Week will be like. It will be what it will be and what you make of it.
I think I booked like 8 Freshers events and I went to like 4 of them. Like
yeah,
I didn't go to many at all.
You're gonna get distracted. You're gonna do stuff with your flat. Like your priorities are gonna be all out of whack as well. Like you're not like, especially with drama where it's so all encompassing.
Yeah,
where you're gonna be like, fuck, like these people are already friends.
I think Freshers Week is intense, and
it is very
drama kids are intense as well.
Yeah.
It seems to look.
But does anyone have any? I don't know if anyone has practical advice of like, don't forget to bring a extension lead or.
No, I would say definitely go to the like wine social.
I think they have to.
Oh yeah.
It might be compulsory.
Yeah.
But you get loads of wine and pizza,
and beer.
But it's lots of fun as well, and beer.
It's good fun.
And do go to all of the compulsory things, as sad as it might be. But they were quite fun.
No, they were good fun though, because it feels like you're jumping in at the deep end, because in the theatre world at Warwick, there's a lot of kind of code words of what does this mean, and it's all being thrown at you, and you're like, I don't understand what any of it is. I don't know what a society is, and you're expected to know. And I think Freshers Week really helps you get a basis of, actually, we're all students. Like, we've just finished first year, and I still don't really know, like, oh, what's a society? I couldn't tell you, and I'm running one. We're all students, and we're all here to help each other. And I'm really excited to meet all the freshers. I think it'll be good fun.
Yeah.
My tip, it's kind of the same vibe, but like don't put so much pressure on yourself. Like if you need a night in as well, just do that. Like you're not gonna. It feels like you're gonna miss out if you do, but you really won't. Like, and spend time with your flat. Like
Yeah.
get to know them, because that's also like a really important part of like uni, is actually liking the people you live with.
We've got a good array of going outers here. As in you guys go out.
Oh yeah,
I don't.
Yeah.
No, I went out. I went to the club, I think, once and 1.5 times, I think, during Freshers Week, and I was like, I'm gonna stay in bed. I still made friends.
I think all three of us actually probably did Freshers Week very differently.
Definitely.
And we've all still made a lot of connections within our flat, outside of the flat, in societies. I think there's no expectation for what a Freshers Week should be. I think that like the media or films could be like, you're going to do this and it's going to be the best night of your life, the best week. Actually, first year goes by so quickly. So yes, enjoy every day, make the most of it. There's so many opportunities that are going on. Like you'll have a chat with someone and they'll be like, I'm also doing this program within the university, and you didn't even know it was a thing. Like there's so many opportunities at Warwick. And I would say just dabble around, have a look what's going on, but also give time to just chill out. Like there is obviously you have to do the course as well, like theatre and performance. We have some essays to do. You have some whatever things to read. No, not many.
Yeah, about 3.
Yeah.
And performances as well. So you'll learn your workload of what you can balance and what you can't. It's kind of in your hands now because we're all independent. Like I'm in my first house. This is the first house I'm paying for on my own. No help from mum or dad.
That's crazy.
Have you bought your own shopping?
I bought my own shopping.
No way. This is crazy. Maddie didn't buy. How many shops did you buy in first year?
I didn't buy my first shopping. I was like, I did one shop on my own last year. Mum, you'll be listening. It's on you.
Who's she?
Don't
Mum's listening.
Hello, class.
Hey, Mum.
I think tips generally, freshers tips just for first year. Audition for freshers play.
Yes.
Do it. All three of us were in it.
We all did it, yeah.
And that's where we became friends.
It is.
So I was told in Freshers Week, audition for the Freshers play. That's what all the second years told me. So I did. And then I got a part as the guard in a production of Antigone, and also in the chorus. So we were all in the chorus. We were all in this show. It was all exciting, sort of meeting for each other and getting to know each other. And we got really close very quickly because of like how crazy it was. Because also the director didn't like he was a fresher as well. Like that's kind of the joy of it. So on the last night of the performance, we had these 3 tables that were the backstage bit with wrapping paper covering it. So before, when we went on stage, we were all standing behind it as like a set, and then we'd come out at various points. 5 minutes into the last show,
Final show.
Creon, played by Ethan Palmer, who walks out with his kind of like army like following him in, and then the wrapping paper crashes. It just crumbles to the ground, and then me and a couple other people who were behind the stage like scramble to the side, like behind one of the tables, and so then we basically had to be in like this kind of like vertical line behind each table for the rest of the show, and it's not a very tall table, and
this guy's pretty tall.
That was not what I was going to say, but
he's really super tall, guys. You'll be looking up.
I had to, so everyone else was like this. I was like literally like for most of the show.
What?
Oh, was that not clear what I was saying?
Not really.
We had to because it was low. If I was standing up normally, then my.
Why did you look up and not down?
Did you go like this? You weren't like that. You weren't like doing a bridge. You just ducked down.
Okay, right. We have video footage.
Yeah, we have. I was doing.
Show the video.
Father,
Do you know the freshers play for next year, Maddie? You don't have to reveal it, but do you know it?
I do.
It's normally something that's free, right? It's normally like
It's something where the rights are free. So you're looking at Greek, you're looking at Shakespeare, you're looking at classics.
What other auditions are coming up that freshers can audition for? Accidental Death of an Anarchist?
another friend of the pod, Freya, is directing that, and she's great.
Anything goes with MTW. I think there's auditions going on for that, isn't there? That'll be
There's
fresh.
also stuff like Improv Musical, which do
Oh yeah.
auditions for their troupe.
Yeah, musical. You'll have what was Dadadia last year? You'll have that, the little MTW slot. That's
The weekend.
Talking about weekend shows, you'll have Codpiece's weekend show.
Which, guys, this is the #1 show of the year. I played Sonic the Hedgehog.
I played a girl who couldn't finish her sentences. So not as catchy, but the one before I was a Cluedo character. That's a bit more exciting.
That's another freshest thing I was going to say about like the conception of like Roots. If you're living in Roots, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. It's not that bad. You'll be fine. It's cheap and cheerful, but you have lots of really fun people that you'll live with.
Same as Cryfield Standard.
Yeah.
Great place, community vibe. I would say the best accommodation ever. I love it.
Yeah, Standard was where the parties were at, and I lived in Claycroft. Claycroft is like the pensioners, like village of Warwick University.
It's so cute. Have we got anything to kind of end off the pod?
Just I think the main point of call is buy a Codpiece membership.
Buy a Codpiece membership. Look at our SU website. Our marketing officer's just made a lovely new poster for it. Got all our names down there. Look at our Instagram. That's where you'll see loads of smiling pictures of us. And come to all of our socials and all our events, as well as all the other drama societies who we love.
And Charlie, finish us out with a song.
And then we cut it there, and then we cut it there.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe.